Hi, this is Natasha Lewis with Big Rock Organics, and welcome to week 14 of the CSA and another edition of Hot Mess Monday. We're going to walk you through what's in your box this week, so come and join me. So we do have another paper towel wrapped bundle for you, and this week it is the Thai basil. And so this has a wonderful kind of a licoricey anise flavor, and it is delicious for anything that you would use basil. Just swap out the Thai basil, gives it a little different twist, but you can also make a delicious curry or Thai basil sauté with it, so all kinds of fun stuff. And if you haven't been storing your basil this way, it's so good. You just put this in a jar with a little bit of water in the jar and then put the bag over the whole thing, and when stored that way on the countertop, I had mine for 2 weeks and worked really great. And I did take my Thai basil last time and I made it into like a little seasoned puree with some sesame oil, and then I can use that, you know, as a finishing sauce if I am doing any sort of sauté. So that was an idea for you as well. But Thai basil this week, and we do have lots of beautiful herbs in the herb box, so as we hopefully get into some cooler fall weather, we're going to see the return of like some of the sage and thyme and different things like that as we continue on. So all right, we've got some celery this week. Remember, all these leaves, chop them up, put them in the freezer or dry them. They're great in soups and things like that. And then of course the celery stalk. We're still learning about growing celery here, and hopefully one day we'll get those big juicy stems, but I like to use mine in soups. And what I do is I chop it up and I just put it in the freezer, and then we take and pull it out whenever we need a little bit of celery to add to any sort of soup or stuffing or things like that. So that is just a regular old celery stalk this week for you. We've got some of the exciting things. First, we've got some rhubarb. We're trying to pick a little bit of rhubarb from our new rhubarb patch. So I love rhubarb, and having it paired with apples is delicious. So make a rhubarb apple tart, galette, pie, whatever you like to do, muffins. I just love the flavor of rhubarb. Or you can do what my dad did growing up, and it's a wonder that he didn't have more cavities. You just take and dip it in sugar, bite it, dip it in sugar, bite it, dip it in sugar, bite it. And that is a fun sweet sour experience from the days where we didn't have sweet sour candy, I guess. So things you can do with rhubarb, but we're trying to pick a little bit from our new plot, and we're very excited. It's looking beautiful and abundant, and this is that heirloom variety that is more green instead of red. So it is rhubarb though. Enjoy making something delicious. If you don't get to the rhubarb, you can always chop it and freeze it. So all right, we've got some dill heads this week. Now these guys actually can be used for a long time. You can just, lay them someplace cool and dark and let them dry. They are pretty dried out right now. But if you put these into a jar of anything that you're turning into a pickle, you could make pickled string beans, pickled cucumbers, pickled, what else can we do? Pickled peppers, pickled patty pan. It infuses a little more dill flavor, so those seeds are a little more flavorful. You could also take and sprinkle them out and then use a mortar and pestle and just crush them a little bit to release some of that flavor as well. So there is some dill seed. We have lots of peppers this week. We're doing banana pepper week. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe how beautiful the banana peppers are. So banana peppers, we're gonna put a recipe in for a pickled banana pepper. They are really delicious. Now some of yours might even be turning. They turn a little sweeter when they're this gorgeous color. So I love banana peppers on a grilled Cuban sandwich. I love banana peppers on like a Greek salad, and so those pickled banana peppers are one of my favorites. So I'm hoping to make a few jars of those this week. We'll put a recipe in our comments there and description, I think. We also have these really interesting guys, and these are called, they're a new variety we're growing this year. They're called Pippen's Golden Sweet. They're actually a variety from Philadelphia, I believe. And they change different colors, so they might be orange, they might be purple, and as they change color from the purple into yellow and then into orange, they're going to change flavors and get sweeter. And so you can eat the whole thing. They're great to snack on. You just take and bite the whole thing, and they're really tasty and fun. So these are sweet. So both peppers this week are sweet, not spicy. So last week we did the salsa week with some of the hot peppers. You probably have enough hot peppers to last you for a few weeks, so we figured we'd lay off of those. and focus in on some of the sweets. We are still waiting for the bell peppers to ripen. They are getting there, not quite, so maybe this heat will make that push them along. We also, of course, have lots of cherry tomatoes, and those are just delicious. I did a pasta salad this weekend with all of the fresh veggies in there, and that was delicious, and I love the fact that it tastes so good for several days. So hopefully in this heat you can make some salads like that and enjoy them for several days. So good time saver doing it that way. So lots and lots of beautiful tomatoes. All right, speaking of beautiful tomatoes, we also have, all those varieties of the larger tomatoes. And I hope you've been having some delicious meals. Build a little pumpkin stack here with these guys because, oh, they are delicious. Aren't they so cute? So lots and lots of tomatoes. We have some potatoes joining you this week, and we have some cucumbers, and we have some patty pan squash. And we'll put some patty pan squash recipes in there. If all else fails, you can always take and add in the grated squash to any sort of liquid thing. So a soup or a sauce or a chili, the grated squash tastes great in that, and it adds a little bit of body to it and a little sweetness as well. And it also makes a really good cake, bread, muffin, that kind of thing, as you're getting into doing maybe some lunches for, school lunches and things like that. So these are great. Just cut the tops and the bottoms, throw them into the food processor, shred them up, even freeze that so you can use it later. Eggplant as well. I got some of the eggplant this week, and those are great. I would recommend making a stir fry at some point this week with all the different veggies and even the Thai basil in your box. That would be delicious in a stir fry. So I think I've covered most everything in the box this week, and we hope you enjoy everything. Stay cool. We are looking forward to some fall flavors coming here soon, and can't wait to reveal some of the winter squashes that have been growing down at our field. So thanks, friends, for joining me. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. Happy eating!